That's
You're
improvement.
still coming through really faint.
Okay, I'm back, but I need to order some food for the family.
Okay, we ain't stopping you.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Did I fix it?
Yeah, it's okay.
You're still pretty low. I can understand you.
Nope, all that button doesn't mute. I think this is maximum sensitivity. So that ought to pick me up.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're just a little quiet.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Since I can't seem to get that video card for you, maybe I'll just get you a whole new computer there, buddy.
I mean that would probably work. Yeah. I'm certainly not going to stop you.
That's good to know.
Me and my pandemic care. Alright, so when last we left off, you guys had basically argued yourselves to sleep, and Prendris had gone off in a huff, and then you were awakened again in the middle of the night by more screaming, and that was where we were going to pick up again.
All right. So are we? We're in agreement then that we will, help Prandros out with the stones. Find out, from Yasmin, her take on what happened between them. Although we all actually know now, and decide from there what we want to do with him, if anything.
Yeah, if I can summarize, I think all of the online discussion, our plan has not changed with respect to Prandwis or Yasmin at all, with the possible change that it seems like a majority of the group may be willing to give him more stones if it secures his goodwill and or saves his life. And it seems like, unlike where we left the discussion during play last time, I think there's perhaps more willingness to explain our intentions to Prandwis and perhaps to Yasmin. Is that an accurate summary?
That's where I think we're at, yeah.
As far as I can tell you.
Okay. Adam?
I don't see. Oh, there he is. I was going to say I don't see him, but there he is.
I don't hear him. Does anybody else?
No, I'm not seeing him. Not seeing his name turn white like he's hitting the button. Okay, go make sure he didn't fall asleep in his chair or something.
Okay, but with the screaming going on, obviously, Golwyn go down and stand near the guy, so your aura will help calm him down a little.
We had also established, right at the end of the last session, that we had not recovered spells yet. So the only person with a true seeing available is
Daz.
Daz, right. Adam, are you there?
Hang on, I'm gonna go check on him. He's just here in the other room. I'll be right back.
I want to make absolutely sure we have consensus with regard to what to do with Prandwis and Yasmin going forward before we consider that discussion ended.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with what you guys had to say.
Okay.
Well, he's here.
Yep, I'm here.
Sorry.
There you are. Did you hear what I said regarding a recap of the online discussion of Brandwis?
No.
Okay. So I think the group consensus is to do exactly what we were planning to do with regard to Brandwis and Yasmin, which is accompany him and try and scout out Yasmin and her intentions on the way north. The only change that I could see in the online discussion was there may be more willingness among the group to give up more stones if that was going to secure his goodwill and or save his life. And there might be more willingness to explain all of our intentions to him, again, to secure his goodwill or save his life. Is that accurate?
I would believe so.
Okay. Okay, so they're screaming below us.
When the screaming starts, Daz gets up out of bed and runs down the corridor downstairs immediately.
As ran downstairs, so, yeah, we'll quickly follow, or at least I will.
All right,
Yeah,
move your little
I
pods.
kind of have to go because I'm the heel guy. Which crewman is it in which bed?
Well, you're not down there yet.
I've just flown down, or actually, I think I'm a Panther at the moment.
All right, when you get down there, this crewman up here is having a fit, and Daz runs over to him.
Like a seizure?
And, yeah, he's having a fit. The other people start to show up. Other people are waking up out of their beds and so forth.
Have we recovered spell points?
No, you have not recovered spell points yet.
Okay.
Now, last
And,
night, what bed was that guy in?
I think it was the same bed. Oh, different bed.
No, yeah, I wanted to make sure.
And Daz casts Choosing and yells, "What the hell is that?"
And I'm going to say, please describe it to us. He's the only one who benefits from the teaching, right?
We see a Taco Bell chalupa wrapper explaining everything.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
I just had a whole
Yes.
conversation with myself.
Daz is the only one who can see whatever it is that there is to be seen.
As
That
his
is
mother,
correct.
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need you guys to what do I need to have happen here? Go ahead and roll me some initiatives.
Initiatives. Wow, should I know that off the top of my head? Where is it? There it is. I'm going to dismiss lightning reaction to get a +4. Assuming I can find the plus sign. There it is. How do we stick ourselves in turn order? Or do you put us in and then we put our numbers in?
I think she's got to put you in the order, and then you can adjust.
Okay. Go.
Okay. Ellen Doll, roll initiative.
I already did. It's way up top. I was the
Oh,
first.
there it is.
I rolled a 5. Not really-
Lovely.
Yeah. I
You have-
could not have gotten lower than a 5.
I was gonna say you have no initiatives or no adds to your initiative.
I have 4.
Huh?
So I rolled a 1.
Well, at this point, you guys really can't see anything, but Daz is starting to look a little bit panicked.
All right. So I say,
I'm back. Sorry.
Well, does anybody want to do anything?
Can I sense anything with my little panther senses?
No, you're not picking up anything. Whatever it is probably supernatural in some way.
Okay. I'll delay until I do see something or sense something somehow.
Alrighty, Adam, you want to do anything?
I'm slowly lumbering downstairs with the chest.
Okay, go.
Oh, good for you.
Golwyn, you want to do anything?
Do we have anything that we can could spread in the air, see if it leaves an outline or something? I'm asking the party, please. Be clear. I don't.
Like,
I'm not an outline of what?
Well, to see if it if the thing's invisible, right? Then it potentially, if it has a physical form of some sort, it might.
if we threw flour at it,
Yeah.
it would show.
Well, okay,
that's what
maybe I'm missing something here, but I thought Daz was pointing at the crewman laying on the bed and said, "What the hell is that?"
No, he
No.
saw it. He says there is a purple, cloudish monster. Monster that's like a purple cloud. And it sees him.
Unfortunately, I don't think any of us walk around with flour on our person.
No. I do not.
No.
They probably have flour on the ship, right?
Yeah, they've got stuff like that on the ship.
So I've got create water as part of the water domain. If I was to create, let's see, it says one spell point to create enough water to satisfy one small or medium creature's thirst for 1 day. That clearly does not say shape water, but could I create it like essentially against the ceiling and let it fall and see if it silhouettes anything?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. That's gonna, I don't know, I'm guessing that's like a gallon, half a gallon of water.
Roughly, yeah.
And we'll call it a, I don't know, hopefully like a 5-foot diameter area that I can spread it out in.
Yeah, that's fine. The
Okay.
5 foot here, because of the goofy way the squares are set up, 5 feet is actually 2 squares.
Okay. So I spend a spell point doing that, soaking the crewman and probably half his bed. So if it's just invisible, that might reveal it to us. If it's incorporeal, that's going to be of no use whatsoever.
The water doesn't do anything that you can tell is unusual.
Okay. It
Alright,
falls unimpeded exactly as one would expect water would.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I tell Daz there to get behind me, keep me between it and him. And that way I can tell where this thing is supposed to be.
Okay. All right. Well, nothing much appears to happen. Daz gets behind Elendal, and on his turn, he casts True Seeing on Elendal. And Elendal.
That wasn't really what I wanted him to do, but
It's better than him being the only one in the room who sees this.
He'll be there.
well, my whole thought was, if I'm between them, and he is behind me, that means it's in front of me. Do I need to see it?
I mean, it's still better to see it.
You're right. And you sounded really clear there, boy.
Okay, I don't know what's causing that.
And now Elendal can see these 3 purplish things that are floating there in midair.
The things that we're calling evil dreams.
Yep.
All right. They're just floating, doing nothing. The purple dot on me means true seeing.
Yep.
All right.
But I will need Elendal. I will need you to make a will save.
Can I just describe my ex-wife, and you know that I'm not going to be bothered by anything?
All right, you are so horrified by what you see that you are paralyzed in fear and must cower in place.
All right, that's what I'm doing then.
We perceive that, correct?
Yeah, you basically see him go really, really horrified and freeze in terror.
There's fuck all I can do about that.
See, I could have been swinging my magic sword. Golwyn is not. Just throwing this out there, even though I'm scared to death. Golwyn is not affected by fear.
How far away
Golwyn
are
is
you
immune to fear.
from? How far are you away from Golwyn?
Oh, I'm not far from him. I'm just saying, get Dast to put true seeing on him.
Yeah, I'm just saying he's got an aura of courage, so you'd get a +4 versus fear effects if you're within 10 feet of him. So
Yeah, well,
I 21.
I moved within 10 feet of him after he failed the save, unless I'm not allowed to
Gotcha. Missed that.
do that.
Do we all know that about Golwyn?
I mean, it's just a thing
It's a
that
paladin
paladins.
thing.
So
we would have known that.
Only if you know about paladins.
I assume we've had enough conversation with it by now that we would know something like that.
well, I've announced to stay close to me now in game. So
Okay. Where is Golwyn?
do I not have my
Oh, you're right there. Yep.
I'm right next to you.
So Jenny, I'm already within... Do I need to step to be within 10 feet?
No, you're within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
And it doesn't really matter until you see him. It sounds like.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss so far, except for the poor crewman.
Yeah.
Well, since you guys are doing some buffs and so forth, Daz will go ahead and this round cast True Seeing on Golwyn. He will stay back here to cast it though because it's a close range spell.
Do we still have that returning throwing dagger?
Yep.
Is that somewhere where I can grab it? Is it in the chest? Or is it on someone?
I have a belt of daggers. So it's basically probably on my chest, not the wooden one.
So a bandolier.
And Golwyn
Yeah.
is immune to fear, so he does not have to make the will save.
And he had to live for a while with both me and his mother, which is what made him immune to fear.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I only had to live with both of you at once for a year, and I can't remember that year.
It was very formative.
He's blocked it out.
Yes.
I'm gonna move this. You can actually
That's why
see
I
the
can't
room.
remember.
Every time.
Yeah.
True story. When he was really little, every time I put him in his playpen, I said, "Now you just lay there and think about what you've done."
Hey, Jenny, do I have any idea where these gray mist things are, or purple mists?
You can't see them in there. Haven't done anything yet. So apart from that end of the room, you don't really know.
Okay.
If I want to cast Enchant Weapon, do I have to use the modified version on my character sheet, or can I use the...
You can
Also
use the
the
base
first-
version. Yeah, that's
Okay.
just a suggestion.
Okay, because I wanna ghost touch my... Oh, I think that's another 2 points. Okay, so I'll put ghost touch on my weapon for 2 spell points. I assume I don't have to spend just the 1 to like plus it. I can just spend 2 to ghost.
You do have to
Okay.
spend basically the point to get the base effect.
Okay. Well, then I'll spend 3 to plus 1 and
This is why I
ghost
want
touch.
people to use push to talk.
Take your mom.
Alrighty, so that takes 2 of your actions. What do you want to do with your final action?
I think I'll move into melee range, and I'll put a smite on the nearest evil dream with my swift action.
Okay. Alrighty. The let's see. The evil dream does not look pleased with you coming up on it. Daz will get 1 more action here because he goes right before it does. So he will put True Seeing on listens. And then the
Thank you.
evil dream will attack Golwyn. So what's your AC?
24.
All right. It claws at you with wispy purple fingers, and you're overwhelmed by the horror of its misshapenness or whatever. Whatever. I don't have a dramatic description on tap. It's just really ugly. So.
Oh, so it's my ex-wife.
It is horrifying.
See, Golwyn's mom, at least when she was young, I don't know how he feels about her now. She was cute.
So it hits you twice. First time for 18 damage, second time for 13 damage. Did not crit.
Oh my, that's not good.
And then we are back around to Listen's turn.
Okay, I am going to finish casting Ice Imbuement, and then cast Natural Weapons, and that should be the end of my round. Natural Weapons for +5. So I'm down to
Alrighty.
72 club points.
Alright, Crash, it's your turn.
I don't think Sexy Turtle Dance is going to do it.
We're all looking forward to your sexy evil dream dance.
You underestimate the power of Sexy Turtle Dance.
Since I can't see the evil dreams yet, I'm still kind of like, what the hell are you guys doing?
Yeah, Daz has become a single point failure in the process.
Well, Inspire Courage is up, so everyone will have +1 to hit and damage, plus saves versus fear and charm, and a d6 extra damage on your weapons. Thunder damage. Beyond that, I'm really not sure there's much I can do at this point. Except I can set the chest down.
Alright. So Golwyn, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna lay on hands myself. Two d6. I'm gonna gain.
What does that D20 roll for?
Did I roll a d20? Oh,
Yeah, you did.
that was. Oh, I must have clicked on a. Oh, I clicked on a d6 up here too. Neither of those were supposed to happen.
Okay.
I think I gained temporary HP equal to twice my charisma. I'm gonna roll the 12. 1 health. And from a regular action, I'll attack the bad. And then 1 hit him.
I really wish that the nameplates would scale.
So do I hit it?
Yes, that hits.
And then the next could be so 11 damage on the first attack.
Plus the extra thunder damage.
Yeah, I added that. That was the second.
Okay.
Then,
69 now.
does a 19 hit?
No, it does not.
Oh, heck, crit. Is that a crit? Okay.
Didn't you lay on hands yourself as your first action though?
That's a swift action.
No, it's a single action.
What? No, it says.
There's no such things as swift and free in this game. It's all 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, there are.
There are free actions. Smite's a free action.
It says.
Okay.
It
Lay
says
on
the-
hands is a free action on self.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It says lay on hands is a swift action on self.
Okay, then it should be. Some of the labels are still screwed up because I had to go back through and redo some of them. But yeah, that should be a swift action.
It should be a
self,
swift
then.
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that last one will hit. And yep.
Does he need to roll again to determine if that's a crit?
Yes.
Okay. I just roll like the attack die again.
D20 plus 13.
Yep.
Nice.
What? What? Roll the damage again, or?
Sadly, since it's a incorporeal extra-dimensional monstrosity, they're actually immune to crits.
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
All right. And Lucha, you can go if you want to.
So first thing you do is I'm kind of seeing where they're swinging at. I'm gonna use the cantrip launch and launch one of the blankets that's on, one of the empty beds into that general area.
Okay, it doesn't contact anything.
Okay. So I am going to, on my second action, I'm going to use the Staff of Luck to cast Good Luck on Golem.
Okay.
And then that realistically is going to be about it because I can't see what's going on.
Okay, and Elendal ticks down a round of being afraid. And Daz's turn. Doo-doo-doo.
Well, it's Harold and Lucha. One of you sound off.
I would assume Harold probably has a better will save. So maybe him.
And Crash, make a will save.
Excellent.
I thought Harold was also a paladin. No?
I am.
He doesn't have as many paladin levels as I do, though. So he's not high enough level to have the immunity to fear.
Okay.
What the heck?
We'll have to pause a minute. Jen's gonna have to laugh for 20 minutes.
Okay, well. Well, Crash is now cowering in fear.
Wow.
And we're back to
don't
listens.
I no longer have the data, but we're approaching the point where if I did a statistical analysis of Harold's dice, it would come up meaningfully different from chance. If I do a 5-foot step, does that count as an action?
Yes.
Okay. Can I hit the evil dream from where I'm standing right now? The nearest one?
Well, you're kind of on a half square. Yeah, you can hit it. That's fine.
Okay. I'm going to
Due to
swipe
my
at it,
screwing around with the map.
fully expecting to contact nothing, but I currently have a plus 17 bonus. Shall I roll to hit or not?
Yeah, roll the hit. I mean, you enchanted your weapons, so. The way
Okay.
Pathfinder does incorporeal is that instead of having mischance, you do half damage unless you have ghost touch.
Okay, so the enchant natural weapons doesn't provide ghost touch, but it will allow me to hit. It makes
Yes.
them into magical weapons, my claws.
Yep.
But I'm going to do half damage.
Another check. Yep.
Okay, first attack is obscured by that. There we go.
Yeah.
That hits.
Okay, it's going to be 1d6 plus 3 plus 5 for the enchantment plus
I think you've got like 3d6 bonus damage.
well, I've got plus 2d6 for the ice imbuement and plus 2d6 for the thunder. So it's going to depend on what it's immune to or not.
It's not immune to anything.
Okay, so here's the basic damage. Here's the thunder damage. And here's the ice damage. So a total of 26 halved would be 13. And that's the first attack. Second attack is at minus what?
I think as a druid with when you're wild shaped, you only get -2 to attacks. Let me double check. Oh no, you have to take a feat for that, so you still have -5.
-5. Okay. There's the second attack.
That's gonna be a miss.
Okay, and the third attack is at -10.
Yep.
That's a miss. It looks like we've knocked it down to half, though. And that's
Yeah.
it for my turn.
All right. Crash and sorry, also Ellendal, go ahead and make me new fear saving throws.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so I get to add just one.
Wow.
from the,
Double digits, Adam. Merry Christmas.
yeah, so mine is less than before, so no. Unless just getting used to seeing them, you know.
All right. So, Crash, you can go ahead and go. You are shaken, so you have -2 to everything.
Woohoo! I have no idea how far it is.
It's probably going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Unless you want to hurdle the chests, that's going to be to there is 30 feet.
Alright, that's fine. I'll only get
Well,
one wallop at it.
The hurdling the chest is just like an athletics check or something, right?
Yeah, basically it'd count as difficult terrain. Or you could probably make like a tumble check to get over it.
Nah, I'll just get up to it and take a whack.
All right, whack away. Is your weapon magical?
It's got the Crystal of Thunder on it.
We've got a +1 longsword just laying around in party loot because everybody said they had better.
Well, the thunder damage can hurt it, so if you hit it, you can hurt it with that. That'll hit.
Nice.
Hang on a second.
Do we get any bonus for Herald's Song?
+1 to hit, +1 to damage, and a D6 thunder.
Oh, there should be then an extra D6 +1 damage from the one attack that hit. I'm glad I asked.
Harold, divine weapon magic, first level paladin, your weapons count as magic, so.
Oh yeah, okay.
So it takes an extra 3, Jenny. And did the
Okay.
did a 19 hit on the second attempt?
No, 19 doesn't hit.
Okay.
So then it takes 13 and 11. It's 11 thunder, 13 normal, or magic.
Oh, what the heck is...
Is he doing full damage?
The magical stuff is doing full damage. The weapon is doing half damage.
Okay.
All right, Golan, you're up.
Just to be clear, going forward, should I treat lay on hands as a normal action or a swift action on myself? Hello?
I'm looking. Go ahead and treat it as just a free action on yourself.
Okay.
but you can only use it once per round.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself again then.
Ouch.
But I've got 2 hands.
He makes a compelling argument.
So I've got an absolutely critical question I need to ask and have answered right now. You know those little squares next to our portraits that have colors associated with them?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Can we change those? Mine has been diaper shit yellow. Oh, never mind. I figured it out. And it means my dice are also diaper shit yellow. So, okay, sorry. Carry on.
I was going with pea soup.
Well, that'll hit. It's almost dead.
Will 23 hit?
On the nose.
Alright.
What's that?
They give us 6.
Go down and
Minus
not
1.
do 17. I'm going to be exactly.
Oh, hey man, can you bring me a fork?
I've started something.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alrighty. And that one dissipates.
And then for my last action, I'll move back a little. Is Dad in 10 feet of me here, or do I need to move a little more?
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Alright. Then for my last action, I'll move back a little bit just to give him the aura benefit.
Okay. Alright.
So it looks like these things only attack when attacked?
It seems like it. They seem to be preoccupied with whatever they're doing with the crewmen.
So the evil dream died, correct?
Yeah. Well, it dissipated.
It just, that's what I was asking. Did it leave a body or a stain
Brown.
or
It said
nothing?
Nothing.
It said brown gravy on the receipt.
Nothing, okay.
Sorry, I didn't check the rate.
Alright.
And I assume that I really cannot do anything. I'm not really even consciously able to take anything in. Or
no, you cower in place pretty much. You have been feared.
Okay.
Fear has always been such an overpowered ability. I mean, since second ed D&D, it's a complete disable.
I don't know what you're talking about. It does absolutely nothing to me.
It's
All right.
overpowered for the players too, if there's anything susceptible to it.
And Jenny, I'm going to hold off hoping that Daz casts True Sight on me, because I can't do anything until he does that.
Well, do you want to move up into the paladin aura first? Okay. Alright, Ellendal, go ahead and make a new will save. And remember, you get, I think you get what? Plus...
So that's +5 now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still not quite enough, sadly.
Wow, that's
All right.
one powerful fear.
Are there mods on this roll?
Or Or Elendal just has a really poor will save. Alright, Daz will go ahead and cast Choosing on Lucha. And the one that he cast on Elendal goes away this round. And Lucha, go ahead and make a will save.
Um, 2 plus. I didn't make it.
Are you adding the bonus from Golan and everything?
No, I didn't. Just the +4 bonus that I have. I didn't know that it's getting a bonus from going.
Okay. Well, it's still not enough.
Well, that
Yeah, I
should be
was
a
gonna
+4
say.
from Golan and a +1 from.
So, yeah, but that puts him at 14. I rolled an 18.
Yeah.
before
That's
the
what I'm saying.
buttons. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Alright, and Listens is up.
Listens, rather than move away from Golan's warm, happy glow, is going to delay until just after Golan goes again. How do I do this so that I can kind of sync my movement with Golan? Because if he moves to either of the evil dreams, he's going to leave me out of his aura, and the whole point of me delaying is to stay within it.
Your evil dream, you'll still be in my aura. I can demonstrate.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you can pretty much just let him act right before you.
yep, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to be 15 now.
Alright. Crash, you're up.
So I'm going to interrupt real quick here. Just because I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me eating in your ears. So on the next roll, what are the pluses that I get, Jen? And just tell me when I need to roll.
Yeah, you get a +5 on top of your will score, and yeah, I'll just let you know when you need to roll.
$14 thunder, 14 normal. And then 9 and 12.
Well, you walloped it good. Alright, Golan. Your turn.
I don't suppose I can divide my move action in a very fancy manner.
Not unless you have the spring attack feat.
That's what I thought. Alright. I will just accept that consequence then. I'll use my swift action for the turn to smite the evil dream and then start attacking it. So it's
They haven't actually hit anybody for a single hit point of damage yet.
They hit Golden.
No, it hit
Very
gold
hard.
hard.
Oh, they
I
did?
like a third of my health.
Oh. How do I not see that?
That is a good question. Oh no, I need to. It's plus 15 now.
He laid hands on himself twice.
Yes. And
Yeah,
21.
he frequently interrupts a fight to do that.
Does 21 hit?
No, 21 does not hit.
Okay, then just 18 damage, and I'm out of action. Yeah, can you not see my my health bar?
No, I can see the evil dreams, but I can't see anybody's health bar except my own. Same thing with spell points.
I see mine and Listen's and the evil dreams. That's all I see.
That is also what I see.
This interface would be so... Oh, there it goes. Yeah, now
Now
I
I
see it.
see everybody's.
Yeah, I mean, you can just die in front of me, even though I have cures waiting if I, if I don't...
Yeah, it's... For some reason, the default is that you can edit people's stuff, but not see it. And I have to go in there for every single pog and manually change it to make sure you can see it. And I'm just
Every
like,
fight?
That is a little odd.
yeah, it's like, why is that the default? Why is not see the default?
Yeah. You ready for me?
Yeah, go ahead and go.
5, 10, 15, 20. Can I get to that space right there? And is that flanking, and do I get a +2 for flanking?
You can get there, but it's gonna provoke an attack of opportunity.
Ah.
But you will
how
get
far
a flanking bonus.
How far can I move without an attack of opportunity?
Well, where did you start out from?
I started out here.
Okay, so basically, when you get into the square, these squares here, you'll be within its threatened range, and if you move from those squares, it'll provoke.
Okay. I'm
So
right here
basically, if you wanted to, you could go 5, 10, 15, 20.
but I don't. Confidence is not high in my AC, so I'll just take the
You could move to there. You basically could skirt around the beds and move to there without provoking. As a
But no
single
flanking
action.
no flanking bonus from there, correct?
No, you would not be flanking, but Golan could 5-foot step on his turn, and you'd be flanking then.
Okay. Bite. Or which hits.
Yeah,
Let's see
that's
if
a
I can
hit.
do this all in one go. Roll 1d6 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2d6. Actually, that's plus 1. Herald's bonus damage only applies to each attack in total, correct? Not to the ice damage and the thunder damage and the basic
No,
attack.
it's just to the whole attack, basically.
Okay.
Wasn't sure what he meant there.
And that is the total damage. Of which... So the thunder and the lightning is not halved, correct?
Right.
Okay, so that's 9. That's 15 straight up. And 1, 4, 9, 10. So 5 from the bite after having it. And my next attack... actually, my last attack, because I moved... Do we know what we need to hit yet?
23.
23.
That does it. So with a claw, I do that, which is 19 of thunder and lightning, and 5, 10, 11 of claw, which I assume translate to 6 once it's halved.
Yep. All right. And okay, so Lucha can make a new saving throw. So that would be d20 plus 9, I believe. Hey, you're no longer. You are now merely shaken, which means you get a -2 to attack rolls and saves, but you can go ahead and act now.
Okay, so I'm going to use Quicken Spell for the extra 4 points, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile on whatever one everybody's been kind of hitting on. Looks like one's almost dead.
Yeah, they're both pretty well injured, so pick pick either one.
Okay, so I am going to target this one.
Okay.
So a total of 17 points of damage.
Cool. And you got, what, 2 actions left then?
Yes. So because you can only cast Quicken Spell once, I'm thinking I can cast one more time, correct?
Right, yep.
And that one guy is not dead yet, so I'm going to target him again.
Well,
So
he's
18
really, really
damage.
unhappy.
Still didn't kill him?
Nope, not yet. Alright, Elendal, go ahead and save again.
Yeah, I'm not going to add on the. I'm pretty sure. Even with the add-ons, I'm not getting there.
Okay.
Now I get the ex-wife thing. It's the impotency.
So on Golan's turn, his true seeing will expire, or sorry, on Daz's turn, Golan's true seeing will expire, and Daz will go ahead and move up here and cast it on him again. Wow, that was really, really eventful. Daz is not really very combat effective. And then the evil dreams get pissed off and retaliate against you guys. So, we'll get, let's see.
Can we tell what they were doing before we attacked them?
They're doing something to the crewmen on the bed. You don't know what exactly. You figure some sort of fear-related thing, since that appears to be their major power.
And is this the same crewmate as before, or a different one?
Different
Or do
one.
we know? Okay.
Alright, does a 27 hit you, Golwyn?
It hits me, yes.
Does a 25 hit you?
Yeah. My AC is 24, so...
Okay, and that last one's gonna be a miss. So...
Yeah, why'd you do that to me? Wait back.
I was right.
Okay, done eating now. Thank you. Darth Vader has joined the group.
Okay, so immediate actions and swift actions are have a different pool, right?
Well, immediate actions you can do when it's not your turn.
Yes.
I
So
got
like,
speak
your
as a free
reactive,
action, correct?
yeah. Free,
Okay, I'm gonna say to Golwyn, just hit him. I've got you.
well, Golwyn has a feat that basically, if he gets reduced to 0, he auto heals himself.
Oh, sweet.
which is what I'm doing now because I was reduced to 0.
So,
So it's just
yep.
an extra, so I should be at 13.
All right. And the other one will attack Crash. What's your AC, Adam? 29?
29.
How much
Alright,
did
so
you
it
take
does-
total, Golwyn?
54?
Wow. And how much are you down right now?
55 rather, right? 29 to 30 plus 20. Yeah, 55. Well, I'm currently at 13, and 6 of those are temporary hit points. So,
Out of how
And
many?
Adam, I
60.
need you to make another will save.
Okay.
And remember, you get a -2 for being shaken, but you do get a +5 for song and also being in the Paladin aura.
Hey, we just had somebody walk up to my door but didn't ring the doorbell. I gotta go now.
Okay then. But you do take the 26 damage. And then it's Crash's turn.
Hey, that's on the nose, isn't it?
Yep.
Nice.
So 13 thunder, 15 half, 7 normal. You got a smidge left?
No, it's
Yay.
deceased.
Woo!
Well, you definitely hit.
I apologize, everyone.
Do you
So-
not get minuses because of a feat?
Huh?
Adam? Is that a straight up 36 to hit?
Yeah.
You don't get a minus because there's a second attack?
-2. Because since I
what-
killed the first one, I can smite the next one. So instead of it being +18, it's only +16.
What feat is that to get the -2
It's-
instead of a -5?
Part of
The
being
Paladin
paladin.
special building.
Paladin
Oh.
thing.
Never mind.
So 12 halved would be 6 normal, and then 10 thunder.
It's still barely alive.
Finish it,
Alright.
going!
Go on.
Yeah, my base attack is +19 on targets that I'm smiting.
Nice.
Why are you rolling a d10?
That is a good question. I misclicked.
He doesn't wish to hit.
Okay, that's.
Okay. Thank you.
It's got 2 hit points left. You kill it.
Okay, I'm gonna spend 5 spell points to let go and recover 50 hit points. Does that bring you up to full?
After the temp hit points go away, I'd be at 57 of 60, so basically full. Yeah.
Okay, and then Crash, how much are you down?
I can have you save your spell points. I got plenty of spell points. I can heal myself.
Okay.
Basically,
Okay.
3 spell
Can
points gets me
anybody
to full.
who still has true sight see anything odd about the room, like where those things would have come from?
Well, it looks like we still have one alive.
No, they are all deceased. Basically, they
Okay.
dissipated into nothingness when they
They have all
died.
ceased to be. What is the net effect on the crewman who was seizing or crashing or having a problem?
He ceases to scream and flail around, and basically he is now just passed out. Much like the guy that upstairs, the other one who is out.
To determine what those were and the source of them, I'm guessing that's not a survival check.
No, that's going to be an Arcanum check.
Lucha.
I can do that.
Yeah, you can do that. You did see them, although it was traumatic.
Yay.
So he remembers very well. The memory is
I
clear.
soiled my armor. I was so scared.
So one of those P's, I'm sure, stands for purple.
Purple people eater.
Ah. Huh. I wonder, any idea what the time lag is between when those things attacked and when somebody had to cast a spell to summon them? Like, could they have done it this morning, or would they have had to be doing it essentially in real time?
I'm going to assume that's also an Arcanum check.
Yeah, go ahead.
So do I know roughly how long it takes to summon them? How long they'll remain on this plane?
If it's a real-time thing, we might be able to... We might be able to hear or otherwise detect somebody casting the spell. And we can also eliminate, well, anybody in the room, which isn't terribly helpful. I'm putting lightning reaction up again. Is there any chance I heard loud, magical, dream-oriented chanting from somewhere else on the ship during all this?
No, the only real noises you guys hear at night is the crew. I mean, because they like shout at each other because they take soundings and so forth. There's just ship noise. There hasn't been anything else noticeable going on at night.
And detect magic is visual range, correct?
Right.
Well...
Get them ready for next time.
Are we pretty sure that someone actually summoned these?
They are summoned creatures. The ethereal plane does not natively have inhabitants. You can make astral creatures like these, or like a sufficiently powerful being could create them, but normally the only inhabitants of the ethereal plane are people when they're dreaming, and then they can't really be aware of each other or interact with each other. So basically someone or something had to summon these.
And the range on that is within a boat or across a continent, or do we have any idea?
It would depend on how powerful you are
Yeah.
or what you are.
Clearly, it
The
didn't have to be in
range
the
on
same room.
summonings generally is pretty short. So probably they'd have to be on the boat or like next to the boat on a little, like if you guys, well, and you're in an enclosed space, so you're pretty sure they have to be on the boat somewhere.
But beyond, clearly they can be beyond visual range.
Yeah. Well, and they're incorporeal, so they can pass through solid objects. So if they, been outside the boat, they could have just walked right in. There's nothing on the boat to stop them.
So he could have, whoever did it could have summoned them anywhere on the boat and then sent them in here.
Yeah, possibly. Or if they're not being controlled, they probably just would have gone to the basically juiciest looking food, pretty much.
Huh.
And that's kind of what I was thinking. Why did they go after the crew? Is there something the captain isn't telling us? Or, was it just one of these things, go attack the ship?
The crew could simply be the easiest, or whoever summoned them could have some reason to go after the crew. But, which would explain the first attack, but the second attack, if it was somebody who was malevolent, knowing that we solved the first one, this is no longer an effective tactic to take out the crew. So my guess is that they've been summoned, but not necessarily directed at the crewmen for any reason.
I would agree. I would think that if somebody they would have tried to take us out. We actively tried to figure out what's going on. If it's somebody on the boat and they're directing.
How
me.
certain is Lucha that this is an intentional doing and not a side effect of some magical artifact on the boat or somebody else summoning something in their dreams?
He's 100% that something had to create these dream constructs. As for someone deliberately launching them at basically as an assault, no idea. Actually, he's pretty sure that they were not deliberately launched because then the controlling magic on them would have been detectable, and you haven't seen anything like that. You've only seen the effects of these things.
I wonder if the weed could do this. The magic weed.
Possibly, but I wouldn't think.
We've been on the boat a lot longer than these things have been appearing, correct?
Yeah, that would be.
Yes, Ublay's been on aboard a considerable amount of time.
And we've established nothing that happened, no unusual event or something coming on board other than us that coincided with the day before these things started to appear.
Yes.
Was everybody else already on the boat?
You guys and Arcasia were the only ones who got aboard in Stump. You have not yet ascertained when anyone else got aboard.
Yeah, but so an excellent question is why now?
Yeah. Also, did anybody else come down to where we are, or are they all still in their rooms?
Well, the captain did, but the rest of them were just... I'm going to say...
They're clearly not going to trick us into leaving our chest behind.
I'm going to say that Arcasio came down, but he was a little bit slow. And I think Ublay would also come down, and he's trying to shove weed on everybody again.
And where's Prandwis?
He is actually on the top deck, and he probably didn't hear it because it's noisy enough up there, and he's high enough up above everything happening that he probably just slept through it.
How fast is this boat moving?
I don't know, call it like 3 or 4 miles an hour. It's not super fast because you're going up against a current. It's more just a steady thing.
That's a good
Okay.
idea.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Does anybody have any brilliant ideas on how to figure out where these things came from? I'm kind of running.
Yeah, actually, I do. I'm going to move to the top deck and kind of to the aft of the boat and cast a detect magic looking towards the shore and stuff like that. See what I can detect.
So what are you looking for?
Basically, I want to see if I can find any kind of magical aura, etc. So whether something on the shorelines was casting, these or summoning these creatures, etc. Now, do I detect a Do I detect any kind of summoning circle or anything like that?
You're not detecting anything in the environs of the ship. If you go around on the deck and look around, you're not seeing anything.
Would I be able to reach the shoreline?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, so trying to detect magic towards the shoreline. Do I see anything?
No, you just see trees pretty much at this point.
Okay. Hmm.
Could there be something that's like warded so that it won't show up as magic on detect or curse on detect magic? Like if you cast detect magic and look at it.
Yeah, you can hide magical auras, but they would still show up to true seeing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm out of ideas as to try to figure out where these things came from.
Well, they only attack at night and in people's dreams. So if nobody sleeps between here and what's the next town?
Go sleep till Brooklyn.
Okay, Daz, with true seeing, gets up on the deck up here and he notices something weird going on.
Where Daz is right now? I'm gonna accompany him just for the extra perception.
I don't see where Daz is.
He's up in the corridor on the deck that's on the same
Oh,
level
there he
as
is.
our cabin.
Oh, he's on the second deck. Okay.
Is he seeing something in Tovig's room?
All right. Did obviously the captain didn't see anything. I mean, he obviously saw the damage that happened to Olwen, so he knew something was up.
Yeah. He saw you guys making a huge ruckus and yelling ow a lot, basically. He's still not really sure what the hell happened. He's kind of trailing along behind you guys like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but he saw the results, right? His man is fine. We didn't have to heal him like we had to do the night before.
Yeah,
So
he
we'll
seems
fill
to
him
be
in
fine.
as well. Yeah, I'll fill him in as we're walking. This is what happened.
He's been. Oh, don't leave the precious behind. Captain Dennis has been in a position to overhear all this, correct?
Yeah, he doesn't really understand what the hell you guys are talking about, but he's sort of just kind of following along and hoping you'll come up with something.
Nobody answers at Tovig's door.
Oh, sorry. Anybody who wants to, go ahead and make a perception check.
Sweet. I'm good at perception.
I'm not good at fear, but perception, man.
Maybe that's why you're so afraid.
That could be. I understand reality.
Going! Give it the old college
And
try.
You're living in that fantasy world. That's why your perception's not so good.
It's a 23 perception.
He's too busy touching himself.
We're all always touching ourselves. Let's just face facts.
Well, how do you define touching? Because technically, no two pieces of matter ever really touch if they touch it very close to each other.
You can just see, like Gygax and the other creators of D&D decades ago, sitting around a table late at night saying to themselves, what power can we give paladins that will result in masturbation jokes for the rest of time? And they succeeded.
Priority number one. There's not even a point in making it.
Okay. Does Daz see anything in Tobig's room?
Well, see, he's doing something. He's doing something to summon them. We really need to read his mind and question him. Okay, I'm just going to come out and say it because we're all thinking it. He needs to die.
Well, not sure he's a clear and present danger quite yet. So does Daz see anything in the room? Like, does he see the little purple guy?
Would anyone with a better perception than Daz have also like to search? Are you just
I
gonna
will
leave it up
search.
to him? Okay,
I
he'll cast
will-
the true seeing on you also.
Okay.
Although he's
Do I
getting
get to
pretty
go with
close to
the
running out of
first-
spell points.
All right, so I'll come in here. Do I need to roll perception again?
Yes.
Or can I go with that 31?
No, you
Right.
need to roll it again.
Hold on a second.
What am I holding for? I could not have rolled much worse. That's a 2. Ooh, do I get to roll again now?
No, it
No.
gives you a +2 basically.
So you just gave me a +2?
Well, I guess since he rolled, yeah, it would probably have to be on you and give you a +2.
Okay, so I've got a +15 base, +9 for Jaguar, +2.
Okay, oh, look at that.
Okay.
There you go.
And I'm in the room.
Can those be pointed out so that Captain Dennis can see them?
Can everyone? Alright, can everyone see my aura? Around my character, or can only I see it?
Well, my game session suddenly got shorter. I just lost power. I've got until the battery on my laptop and the battery on my phone die.
Oh,
Or if power comes back in the meantime.
Yeah, let me go check the circuit breakers.
I think yesterday my apartment lost power for about 5 minutes.
So I'll be back after I check circuit breakers. I shouldn't. There was no unusual demand that would have tripped it though. I suspect it's exterior to the house. I'll be back in as soon as I can.
Is the captain within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
I'm trying to keep as many people in my aura as possible. Well, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, if you want to convince the captain to let you cast spells on him, you're gonna have to make like an authority check or something on him.
Okay, I'm back. But I'm going to have to take a break and figure out the power situation because it's exterior to the house. And without it, I have no heat in winter.
That's not good.
In an uninsulated barn. Yeah, so I've got to figure out the power situation or spend the night in my car. I'm going to drop, feel free to, so listens is overcome by sleepiness and the needs to regain spell points and goes to crash next to the precious in the room. And I'll be back as soon as I can, but I can't guarantee. I got to make some phone calls and some other stuff, so I'll be back as soon as I can. Sorry, guys.
No problem. Happens.
No worries. Real life is always first.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Out for a bit.
So is Dennis now able to see these purple people eaters?
They grow.
So if it's a curse thing, he might be cursed with this.
Yep.
Go ahead and make perception checks.
See, all them ones pay off. All them ones.
Make an authority check.
And I'm assuming you mean his original story, not the story that he's telling right now.
It's supposed to be relaxed, not relaz.
You don't think Tolvid wants some rest and realization?
I'm sure he probably does. So, side note, go when you need to be checking and seeing if I need to send OSU any money.
I'll take care of that.
You can send me money. Jenny, do you want some money?
What I tell him to do every year is, tell his mother that, it's twice as much as what it really is. And I'll split the difference with him.
Yeah, how's that work for you?
It has not worked out for me yet.
Yeah.
It has not worked out for me yet. Boy, lay on hands on the guy. But not in the nice way that you do it to yourself.
You know, it's not lay on hands just anytime I make contact with someone, right?
It is now.
No.
Now you have to yell, "For the power of the Lord Jesus, be hailed, my son!"
You do that way too well. Have you been taking lessons?
Something tells me we're not going to be able to persuade him.
How long they're just gonna let him sit in the corner and
So
not do
I'm going
anything.
to whisper in Luch's ear. What do you think the odds are if we touch it? You know, we effectively, become the carriers of this problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an Arcanum check on that.
We do have a hobbit, so we have someone who can carry it. For a while, at least.
You're rolling an Arcana check on what?
Just to figure out, based on his reaction and everything else, that is it something that could affect one of us if we were to touch it, see it, etc.
Right.
You
'cause I
don't know. You'd have to figure out what the hell it is before you can
First.
determine that.
Okay, fair enough. Which is what I'm trying to get him to do, is show us, because he said it. No, it's mine.
Eleanor, you could just try to pick his pocket while he's doing this.
I don't.
Basically, he's not going to hand it over willingly. You're
I
going to
know.
have to grapple him and hold him down and take it off him. Or you can just let him sit in the corner forever.
Hang on, I may have another.
All right. I will attempt that. That is going to be.
Hold on. Actually, I'm kind of. I'm going to try and put him to sleep. So do I have to roll to hit?
No.
Okay, so I'm casting sleep on him. What do I need to roll?
You don't need to roll anything. He just needs to make a will save. What's your DC?
DC is 19, but I'm going to add, and I'm not quite sure. That's what I was looking up. I'm not quite sure what I need to add to make it more potent.
And I'm moving to Luch's side in case Tovig were to, try and start something to stop him from casting.
Okay, so increase DC. So every point spent increases the spell by 2. So I could technically increase it by 10, correct? Because I can put 5 points into it.
You have
Have I
to
got that?
spend a point on the spell itself.
Right. Oh, and then each. Okay, so those don't. Okay, so I can. How many points was sleep? Oh, sleep is 3. Oh no, that's create shelter. What am I looking at? Sleep is 1 spell point, so I can put 4. So I can add 8 to my DC for a total of 27.
Okay, and you managed to put him to sleep.
All right. I'll rifle
Okay.
through his pockets. Actually, I want to. Is there any, loose cloth about so that I don't actually have to touch it? Or do I have gloves?
Yeah, I mean, you've got armor. I'm going to assume you have gloves as part of your armor.
All right. So, I'm going to rifle through his pockets. What all do I find? If nothing, I'm going to check necklaces, rings.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you just to toss everything out onto the floor so we can figure out what's going on.
Yeah, tell me first what I find, and I'll see if I palm anything.
Well, keep in mind, he's only going to be out for 1 round. So you want to, tie him up first or anything like that?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Sure, yeah. Let's tie him to a chair.
Okay. So you tie him up, and then you rifle through his stuff as he wakes up and starts squirming and trying to get away from you guys.
I point out that Lucha seems to be awfully good at tying up men.
Well, I went to San Francisco, and I went to this bar.
All right, so
You don't find a lot that looks terribly interesting, but almost glued to his upper arm, you find an armband that looks to be almost stuck onto his skin. It's pretty unusual, whatever the heck it is, because it looks to be made out of kind of a purplish material.
all right, but can we get it off of him?
Yes.
All right.
It peels off very reluctantly, but you are able to get it off.
All right, so I throw that on the floor. Ask Lucia to take a good hard look at that. Daz as well, see if they can figure out anything from it.
Just miscellaneous on him. You also find let me see here. when you peel the armband off of Tovai, he abruptly appears much older, like in his 50s or possibly 60s instead of early 20s.
All right. Well, yeah.
And
but the
also,
thing is,
when
I can't
you
really.
when you take it off of him, the purple glow to the armband dissipates, leaving it just looking like regular gold, and the little floaty purple sparks in the room go away.
So the first thing I'm going to do once it's off him is detect magic on it. Is it still magical?
No. It appears to have been part of a ritual incantation that has now been destroyed.
Well, I can tell you, I'd rather be young and pretty again.
When were you pretty?
Thank you. Thank you.
Day one, baby. From day one on.
Nah, I bet you were an ugly baby.
I'm just saying, sir.
Let's just say his mama didn't let him go outside and play with the rest of the dogs.
Everybody tells me that I cannot deny that you're my son. So you might want to decide who you're calling ugly.
Listen, I've seen pictures of you when you were in college, and I've seen me now, and
And I was much prettier than you.
no,
Yeah, but he was much handsomer.
I don't.
Jenny's over there going, "Oh my God."
Well, she said it's not magical anymore. So it's at least worth, what we can.
It's
melt it
still
down for.
it's still a ritualistic item.
Yeah, it's as far as I'm aware, at least, conceivable that if Tovek got it back, he could
Yeah.
resume the fuckery.
But I'm just saying, we could take it and get it melted down and sell the gold. At the very least. Saying.
You are assuming that a magical item like that could be melted down.
I'm willing to find out.
Are you willing to go to Mount Doom to do that?
How much is it worth?
the gold that would be in the armband. Probably not a whole
Well, then
lot.
no, because that's just that's very little compared to our
The risk is not
our
worth the
stones.
reward.
Yes.
And you figure that the gold in this armband probably would be worth about 10 gold if you melted it down.
So that's the cheap part of the ritual.
Yeah.
I say at this point, do we have the mind reading spell ready?
Yep.
Because
Although I also am starting to get low on spell points.
let's read his mind. He's tied up, so your spell points don't really matter right now. I got to think.
Well,
he's not much threat. We can take him down, I think.
Okay.
With him being tied down, how much of a threat do I think he is?
Really not. I mean, he's unarmed.
Right.
He's old.
Yeah. So let's read his mind. He's already going to be pissed off at us for taking his youth. I know I'd be pissed off for somebody taking my youth. That means you, boy. I was young and pretty till you came around, and then suddenly it was all downhill.
I'm gonna need a citation on the point where you were pretty. All I'm saying. I do believe you were young.
You know what you can do? Just go ask your mom. She'll tell you the truth on that one.
I'm not gonna get an answer Dad's gonna like from Mom.
Okay, so get this back on track. So yeah, we'll what do you? So I'm gonna look at you and ask you point blank. What do you want?
What?
Elendal.
Well, I want you to be able to read his mind so we can ask questions like, how this came about, why, how this came about, what does he plan on doing now? Because we need to know if he is a danger to us. Because we all know how I feel about a clear and present danger.
So yeah, I will read his mind. Trying to determine, is he a clear and present danger?
So what are you asking?
So we've taken this object that we believe to be causing your problems. Are you going to attack us?
He's not going to attack you. You're obviously more than a match for him.
How and why did you come across this?
That is a good thing to know.
He resists answering that question.
Did you take this item on willingly?
The spell ends when you resist something, so you'd have to cast it again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll cast it one more time.
Okay. What's your first question?
So the first question is how and why.
You find out that he basically contracted with an orcish shaman to make an item that would let him stay young, and he killed the shaman to prevent the secret from getting out.
So he's not above
And-
killing. Okay.
And apparently, the shaman had put a curse on the item, just such an eventuality. So that is how he became cursed.
Do you know the nature of the curse?
He has no clue.
Okay.
Why not just make the curse attack him?
So it sounds like if he had not killed the shaman, it would have worked out just fine for him, and he wouldn't have had these problems.
So the
So
other
just
question.
A word of warning about killing people randomly, guys.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Bloodthirsty. So the other question I'm going to have for him, is there any other items that you have come across that could possibly be cursed like this one is?
Not that he knows of.
Okay. I am going to, unless there's something else that somebody wants from him, I think we'd have enough for one more question.
I think we have everything we need.
I'm sorry, you sound
He
like you're
said-
talking through a sock.
He said he thinks we have everything that we need.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I need
Okay,
to know
so
how to take his stuff and make him forget that I took it.
before anything else, as soon as the spell wears out, I'm going to detect magic on the rest of his items, trying to get an idea of the nature of what he has.
Go ahead and roll Arcanum.
Hey, Adam, can you do me a favor? The next time that Jen goes out of the house, can you take the dice away from her and like replace them with some good ones?
Well, see, I left the room, so but I left the curse behind.
Oh, gotcha.
I want that stuff.
But none of it appears to have any lingering signs of.
Nope, it's just regular
Of course.
magical stuff.
Gotta learn how to spell tonight. Hang on.
How do I make it look like he's trying to attack me? That's my question.
He's still tied up. That would be pretty hard to do.
That's why I'm having to think hard about it.
Well, in fairness, do we really think that when we turn him into the guild, they're gonna let him keep all of his magic stuff?
I don't know that they would let us have it. And really, do we have to turn him in?
Well, that's what the captain.
Oh, we should have asked. That's what we should have asked. we should have asked if there was some reason that if he was in trouble with the guild.
How far are we to the next port? Jen?
Let me look. Well, you're 6 days from Janberg, but you're not sure about this river post that he was talking about. Oh, I should do stuff like that. It cracks me up.
Oh, never mind then, Jen.
Yeah, I think we're gonna end there for tonight due to the power crash problem. That way, listens doesn't get too far behind. And then we'll pick up next week.
Well, can I suggest this? Since we were all in agreement about Brandwis, can we just go ahead and get that taken care of tonight?
I mean, yeah, if you want to, you can.
So, morning comes. We're all in agreement to tell Brandwis that we'll, help him out, right? So, I'll go search him out. Okay, yeah, so I'll come up and get him and say,
Hmm.
come down here. Eat.
Gives you the hairy eyeball.
What, you never heard of that before?
No, actually, I haven't. Is that like an Eastern U.S. thing, or? I mean, I
don't
seriously have
know.
I have never heard that term before. I mean, I've heard the stink eye or whatever.
Yeah, no, I've heard of it, so.
Huh. I will have to remember that.
We need it for the plan. Okay, I'm willing to. Can we just kind of quickly, skip through, everything? Say we do some small talk. What exactly
Yeah.
is Prondwis, class-wise?
He's a warlock.
Okay. All right, I'm willing to call it a night now.
Okay. All right, we will pick up next week, and thanks all for coming. Sorry about crazy power outage, but I'll catch you all
Yeah,
later.
hopefully
Yeah,
everything with your dad is okay.
I'm kind of assuming that he could, worst case scenario, like drive into town and get a hotel room or something.
Is he
I'm
here
not
in
sure
Ohio?
why he's sleeping in. No, he's in Seattle. I'm not sure. He might be like camping or something, and that's why he's sleeping in a barn. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, that's what kind of concerned me. He's, we're talking about, especially if it's East Coast, they're talking about all these storms and everything. So uninsulated barn would not be good.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because his wife Barbara is a doctor, so she's been getting regular COVID exposures. So they like kind of split up temporarily while she's working, and now they're sort of quarantining by themselves. So I'm not sure exactly how the barn situation plays into that.
Okay.
But he is like a dive instructor, and he goes like on these diving expeditions and stuff all over the place. So
Oh, cool.
he does a lot of like camping and wilderness stuff too. So he might be on vacation doing some sort of dive stuff.
If he's on the West Coast and he needs someplace, tell him to head to Reno. We can put him up for a night or two.
Alrighty. Well, I will see you guys next week then.
All right, night.
Okay.
We'll see it.
Thanks.